I'm in a park, as you can see. It's finally end of summer and starting to look like autumn. Wanted to talk a little bit about cameras today. Quite a few people ask me what cameras I use and how I film. To be honest, there are plenty of other experts out there who know a lot about cameras. I can only give you my opinion. It will be biased based on my views of what cameras should be like and what they should do. The main thing for me is that a camera should take pictures like this. I should be able to make a video and take pictures quickly without having to worry about too many settings. The problem with all these modern cameras, including the Sony that I'm filming this on, is that they are too complicated. They have too many features and functions, and they take away the control that one should have over the camera when they're taking pictures or making videos. Now, my favorites are the Leicas, obviously. I have 3 Leicas, a Leica X, a Leica Q, and a Leica Deluxe. Deluxe is the smallest one that shoots in 4K, and that's the only reason I bought it. The Q shoots in HD, but the HD quality is so beautiful and so good that it's equal to the 4K shot on the smaller cameras. The good thing about the Leica Deluxe is I don't have it with me in my bag today to show you, but the best thing with having that camera, the Leica Deluxe, is that it's really small. You can put it in your pocket. It shoots 4K for 15 minutes, which is sufficient, and HD for 30 minutes. The Sony that I'm filming this on, one, I don't really like the colors that it produces, and secondly, the 4K is only 5 minutes long, so 95% of the time I just shoot in HD because that lasts for 30 minutes. The camera is really small, the Sony, and it heats up if you're filming in 4K, but it's the same size as the Leica Deluxe, and that doesn't heat up. So I guess Leica, their collaboration with Panasonic, ended up producing a camera that's really, really good, whereas Sony haven't done it. And the Sony is more expensive. I think it's about £1,200 for this RX100 Mark 6 or Mark, yeah, I think it's Mark 6. It's the latest one. It's about £1,200, and the Leica Deluxe was about £900, I think, when I bought it, and it came out several years ago. Anyhow, so the Leica Q is the best, in my opinion, out of all the cameras, because it takes very good video, takes very good pictures. It doesn't have a zoom, but I have 2 legs that are my zoom, and in some cases you can't really zoom because you can't walk up to your subject fast enough, but that's okay. So vast majority of my filming I used to do on the Leica Deluxe. Then I recently bought this Sony because it had a flip-up screen, so I can see what I'm filming and I can check if I'm in the frame and if I'm in focus. That's the only thing that I lacked with the Deluxe. I had to use my phone to see myself. I don't know, also I saw so many videos about the Sony, and I'm a sucker for marketing, so it was saying that Polo, stop it, come here. Good boy, good boy. Yeah, that's the problem with having dogs. They try to go and roll into everything, and then I have to go home and wash him. But he's quite obedient. The other dogs kept rolling in whatever it was in the grass, but my dog came back to me, so that's good. Okay, back to the cameras. So Leica Q and all the Leicas, I like them first and foremost because they're very flexible. You can do a lot of things manually, and The other thing is you don't need to do a lot of post-production. So when I take the footage from the Sony, I have to color grade it and I have to fix it, and it's not great. Whereas if I film using the Leica, then the quality is so fantastic I don't have to do any color grading. So while I'm sitting here, I will film myself right. So let's put it at the same angle. So I'm holding the Leica filming myself, and I will show you the quality difference between these two without color grading, and then you'll know what I mean, because Sony, very pricey camera but much inferior quality picture. I think the Leica lenses are what makes them so special. Also, the Sony has these little two microphones on the top, one here and one here, which make it very difficult to put anything on top and prevent the wind noise. At the moment, as you can see, I have this fluffy thing on my Leica. So when I'm recording the Leica, I can use the built-in microphone, whereas with the Sony, I have my phone lying here, which is recording the audio, which I will use along with the Sony, because the sound quality of the Sony is really poor. Also, there's something with the skin tones. I've noticed that when you're filming with the Leica, the skin tone is much nicer, but if you're filming with the Sony, the skin looks really washed out and awful. So price wise, I think I paid £4,200 for this. The Leica, and the Sony was £1,200. So big price difference, but then you can get a Leica Deluxe for £800, maybe even cheaper, because it's been out for so many years. I'm sure some websites will sell it to you cheaper. So yeah, you can go and get a Leica. Also, you can get the Panasonic version of the Leica Deluxe, because Panasonic and Leica made that camera together. So you can get the Panasonic version, which is I think £500, and the Leica version for $850. The Panasonic has a plastic body and the Leica has a metal body, I think. It's just a brand thing, but they're exactly the same cameras, so you can get either and get better quality than this Sony. I think that's enough talk about cameras. I know very little. I think if you want to know more about cameras, you can get reviews from specialists who are experts in this field. I just use them to take photos and sometimes make videos. I just want to do as little work as possible. I want the camera to do all the work, and for me to just put it into my Final Cut Pro, which is what I use for editing films, and Lightroom or built-in Mac Photos to just work on my photos. I don't want to have to spend hours color grading things. It's the camera's job to take good pictures, especially at these prices. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this was of some use, and hopefully this answered the questions many of my viewers have about what cameras I use for filming. Until next time, ciao.